So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
Oh, this video is going to be rated R. Let's go. Alright, so he got beaten and taking responsibility for slavery. I'm joking, but listen, this guy's been saying a lot of racist shit about black fighters or black people for a long time. And he's a racist, his dad racist. I want to say something real quick about something that I noticed about the United States. First of all, before I say it, I don't believe anybody should bite their tongue to make white supremacists feel comfortable. And the fact that so many communities have done this for so many years is why America's in the place it's in now. That's number one. Here's the other thing. America teaches, let me count real quick. America teaches a lot of things, and I'm going to name a few of them for y'all. The first thing America teaches is anti-blackness. I wasn't really a huge social media person before I created my YouTube channels. I mean, I had like a Facebook account, but that was about it. But TikTok has been very enlightening, and also certain videos I've been seeing on YouTube of all the different ethnicities. All the different ethnicities are now coming out and talking about the anti-blackness that they have been taught in America. And it's from white supremacists who hate them too. And I'm not exaggerating. Asian people have been talking about this. They've been fighting on TikTok about this for people to stand up and understand that we have the same oppressor, and they've been taught anti-blackness since a child. Hispanic people have been taught this. Look at the Cubans. Look at what's happening to Cubans now. We know black and we'll vote for a poopy pump, and they're learning that white supremacists don't give a shit if who you are, as long as you're not a straight white man. Somalians have been coming out and saying how they've been taught anti-blackness. I mean, everybody, every other ethnicity has been coming out and talking about the extreme amount of anti-blackness that they've been taught in America. And now, since the internet is here, it reaches across to other countries as well. Let me tell you why white supremacists push anti-blackness so much. The reason why is black people, by and large, don't bow down to white supremacists. And every other ethnicity capitulates to them. And they buy into this model minority myth. We saw it when the Asian kid wanted to get rid of affirmative action, pretending that we didn't need affirmative action. Affirmative action was needed because of white supremacy was giving jobs to unqualified, mediocre white supremacists. And he was failing to mention the real reason why he wasn't getting in school was legacy admissions. Again, a lot of kids that are not qualified, not all, but a lot of them not qualified to get in college, but only get in college because of the real people that's oppressing us all, rich white men. So white supremacists see us black people as a threat because when they try to oppress other groups, ethnicities, by and large, those ethnicities just cozy up to whiteness. Look at the exit polls of the election this year. 92% of black women, 77% of black men voted to help everybody to get out of this white supremacist system. There is not ethnicity even close to that. That's why white supremacists teach anti-blackness. They have to propagandize black people because we will not, by and large, bow down to that bullshit. Of course, there's some coons out there, but they are not the rule. They are the exception. So white supremacists push lies that black people are lazy, stupid, and violent. Let me tear that down for you real quick. Black people, when white supremacists wouldn't allow us to play baseball in their baseball leagues and basketball in their basketball leagues, you know what the so-called lazy, violent, stupid black people did? We went and made our own, that was so profitable and popular that they came begging for us to come into, integrate now. When they wouldn't let us be in their Wall Streets and be in their colleges, so even medical colleges to teach brain surgery and things like that, we made our own. Does that sound stupid and lazy to you? Does that sound violent? We didn't go fight. Black people wasn't burning down white neighborhoods and white churches and white businesses. That was white supremacists doing that. So they have to lie about us because that's what they are. White supremacists are mediocre, unhealed lunatics who need therapy. They are the violent ones. White supremacists are by far the most violent demographic in America. And they are lazy. They're just mediocre. They never had to be better. Why do you think they don't want equality? Because they know they can't compete with people who have higher knowledge and more exceptional than them. As black people, we have to be extra exceptional just to compete. Because we already know we're going to get passed over for some mediocre-ass, dumb white supremacists. You notice I'm saying white supremacists and not white people. There's a difference. They are the ones who raped our women. They are the ones who raped our teenage girls. They are the ones who burnt down our towns, lynched, experimented on, breeded violently us. Who's violent? Yeah, the only reason why they show propaganda and have people believing that we're violent because they have their news outlets strategically only showing violence in low-income black communities. Because violence really starts when there are disenfranchisement. There's the exact same amount of violence in white poor communities as black poor communities and Hispanic poor communities. But they only show you the black Hispanic ones on the news to further push their propaganda. Stupid people like Teofimo buys into this stuff when we have the same oppression. So you don't really see the white crime until you watch like the first 48 forensic files. You know what I'm saying? White supremacists say we're violent. Why are so many of them serial, illers? Why are so many of them meadows? Why are so many of them rapists, family annihilators, mass unalivers? Why? It's us though, right? When they tell us that we can't play, we take our ball, go home, and build our own stadiums. They come and then destroy those stadiums. Who's violent? When they close off their schools, medical schools, we take our ball and we build our own. Who's not intelligent? They only start calling us lazy when we stop working for free, when we stop building this country for free. Go look at all the inventions black Americans made in America. Also, for people to have so much anti-blackness, they sure copy black Americans a lot. I've seen Japanese rap groups, K-pop, which I love. My favorite group in K-pop, my favorite group is a K-pop group, Blackpink. But they were influenced by black Americans. the king of pop is Michael Jackson. Rap, we started. They're not culture appropriating it, I don't believe. They give props to us. But you can't hold these two dual things in conflict. That you're so inspired by us that you copy us, but you think we're lazy and stupid. Please. If you go all around the world, there's a segment of every country where people have watched 50 Cent, Jay-Z, LL, these guys, and they emulate them. Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang Clan was highly influenced by Kung Fu films. And they integrated that into their music. So, the other thing America teaches is sexism and bigotry. And sexism and misogyny. Again, white supremacists. White supremacists believe women are property. That's all they believe. They do not believe women should be working. They do not believe women should vote. They do not believe women have a say in anything, that they should shut up, be barefoot and pregnant. That's what white supremacists believe. So they push that. This is all propaganda that has been washed over all of us that live in America, and now from dint of the internet is washing over the world. Remember, Hitler learned his tactics from America. It wasn't the other way around. America teaches xenophobia. They have to do this because immigrants come in America with highly intelligent and they have skills. But white supremacists know they can't compete with smart people, so they have to vilify them and deport them, i.e. what ICE is doing. White supremacists teaches capitalism, evil capitalism. We need some form of capitalism in America. But the evil capitalism means that human beings are numbers and money is God. So you can't have universal health care. We are against people earning a living wage or will hurt the company. This is all propaganda that evil white supremacists have been pushing on America for hundreds of years. And stupid people like Teofimo Lopez believe this shit. And the thing that's so ironic, so insidious about the anti-blackness that's pushed in other ethnicities against black people is that come over to America is that none of them would be able to come to America if it wasn't for the fight that black people put up for years, for decades, hundreds of years. We fought for the equality of all of us, and people have the nerve to come over here and think that we are the problem, even though we told everybody what it was going to be like if they put an authoritarian back in office. And so Teofimo Lopez is just a victim of what the propaganda that America pushes, that we're all under. White supremacists need stupid people like Teofimo Lopez who won't think about anything critically. They'll just hear the propaganda, cozy up to white supremacists, and then be anti-black because black people are a direct threat to white supremacists because by and large we won't bow down. And they do not want other ethnicities to learn that resilience. That's what it is. This has been a long rant. But I wanted to say this. It's not really this video wasn't really about boxing. It was about Teofimo Lopez and the racism that this dude holds. And before I go, I want to say on the boxing note, I was glad to see him get his ass whooped. But I hope his apology is sincere. You do not have to be racist to sell a fight, bro. You don't. But he fucked around and he found out. And he wanted to fight Bud. Bud would tear his throat out. You can't beat Shakur. Shakur is already on records that when he sparred with Bud, Bud whooped his ass like nobody else did. Terrence Crawford is not human. He's an alien. But anyway, ring culture. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the fight down below. And anything else I said. As always, remember, we are ring culture. Because the whole point of the culture is to win rings for the culture. I love y'all. Peace.